Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. I'm going to do a channeling, or I'm going to connect with the Divine and Lord. It was a message and it is a guidance to every one of us. So let's connect to the God. Let's have a let's meditate on His lotus feet and let's get what He has to say to us. So God is saying, if you have surrendered to me, it doesn't matter what is happening to your life. If it still matters to you, it is not a proper surrender. Go and find out the meaning of real surrender. So if you have completely surrendered yourself to Divine, right and wrong, timing, perfect timing, good and bad, nothing should affect you. If you're thinking about a proper meditative practice that is suited to you, first of all start by focusing on His feet, then anything else. So that is your message. Some people are concerned about, they want to work for God, they want to do something for people and society, and they want to work for Divine. Anything that you do with love and total devotion, it is a service to Divine. Either you are worshipping, or you are helping somebody, healing someone, or simply talking to them, or listening to their problems, or even doing a simplest thing. You are doing it out of so much love and empathy. That itself is service. There is nothing external that you have to do. Someone wants to share their wisdom and knowledge. The way you speak is your wisdom. The way you have operated your life is your knowledge, and that is the highest spiritual knowledge. So if you have the way of living, a right way of living, you have gained some sense of respect and success. And even those people who have gained some sense of respect and success in their life can be your inspirations, because that success or that charm, whatever you are feeling connected with, the knowledge, that empathy, that Divine compassion, everything comes from Him. So in some way that person is also emitting the same essence of the Divine. So you should be, if you feel connected with someone, connect with the person. If somebody wants to connect with you, allow that to happen, because we are not, this is the Vaikuntha. If there are devotees around, this is the Vaikuntha. So he's saying, I don't have a personal abode where adore, that's the right word, if I'm mistaking it. I don't have, even if I have it, this world is the reality, and my devotees are my devotees always. So my devotees are saying something to you indirectly, I am saying this to you. So respect my devotees, that's what he's saying. Anybody who is connected with devotion in any sense, if they are saying something to you, why do you feel that you have to leave this place and go to someone else and listen to somebody else? My devotees are also talking to you, so somewhere I'm talking to you. You don't have to leave a space and go to somewhere else, but sometimes you have to, there we have ended a karmic thing, a place to a place, like a girl can marry a different place. It is not like she's ending something, it's simply like it is a time for her to depart, or in some way it is her life which is changing. Nobody regrets it, nobody says anything to her, because that's her destiny. So you're not doing anything wrong if somebody is thinking that way. It is destiny, or it is simply there. If you don't choose that life, it will be burden. Burden, I'm not saying in the wrong way, but it's just like if you don't choose that life, you will be doing something wrong to your parents, because they are also, the best dana is kanya dana. In our scriptures it said the best dana is kanya dana. So if you deprived your parents from that thing, you are doing a crime in some sense. Somebody is trying to take a path of completely unknown path, a path of a sannyasi, or in some ways. You have already done this in some lifetimes, or in many lifetimes. So it is, you live that way, so you are repeating the same pattern. Monk, somebody was a monk, or someone lived like a monk. I can see a shaped person, so I think someone lived like a monk. Even if you're a feminine, you lived like a monk. Great personalities I'm connected with. I'm so. this was my intuitive guidance to actually channel such messages, but I never. It needs courage to actually do this, because if you're not completely ready, you will miss that. Okay, let's come to the point. Either you go completely spiritual, or you can go completely material. It is a myth. You can start from material and then move to spirituality, or you can start from spirituality and then move to material. But if you do it in a way that I'm starting with spirituality, my life is all about that, and then it's material, it's some sense of a guidance from the God that, okay, enough of this. It's like Dhruva. How that story is about. God says that you have to establish that, in some way he was guided by the divine to go and rule, because you will be the perfect ruler and just ruler. The same goes for Prahladji also. So we have many stories, but he never says that you must not continue your duty. So you will learn something by being in that life also, choosing that material life also. You will also learn something. It is a learning. Life is endless learning. Why are you so rigid about it? Let's be flexible enough to understand that everything is teaching. Everything is a process of evolution, and we will evolve as souls in some way. But you know why you are running away from marriage and relationships? Because you lived a life of a monk. You may be associated with somebody like that, or you lived a different life. So that's the same thing which is repeating. And he's saying, I know that, why you are saying what you are saying. But he says that, tell me one thing, if everybody chooses the same path, what is the difference? If everybody knows the same thing, then why we have scriptures? If you don't have to follow it, then don't read it. And if you really want to follow, go and read what is written for a feminine, or even for a male. The highest ashram or the best ashram is the Grihastha ashram. Even Lord Shiva says that. Make that, it is your tapovan. It should be your hermitage. You lived so, and that is a test also. If you are very spiritual, then that is a test. Will you lose your spirituality? Will you change it? Can it change it? Can the luxuries of life and pleasures of life will actually alter the way of your living, and it will take you off your track, or it will simply deviate you from? If the love is true, doesn't matter we are in a palace or we are in a forest, it will always be there for you. So who knows it's a test, or who knows that you are afraid of the test, or who knows that you have already qualified the test and it's just a offering from the divine that I know you will not deviate, just go and have it. Maybe through you somebody is going to have the best time. Maybe you are the boon in someone's life, you have to fill that color. So maybe if you're too good, let the other people also have the blessing to have you in their life. Someone is very beautiful. If you're listening to this, the guidance, or I'm just telling, it's a channeled message. If somebody has a doubt, look at your eyes, look at your, I think it's being said to your lips also. Someone is really beautiful. Look at yourself when you talk. If you're recording, anybody is listening to this, if you're a celebrity also, I know so there can be someone who is listening to this who is very beautiful. So go and just look at yourself. The way you speak, you are really beautiful. You will like yourself. You will start loving yourself, and that's what we want. And even Lord wants you to. You have stopped loving yourself. That is a problem. So if somebody is trying to approach you and trying to propose you, you are kind of, no, I don't want that. I don't want that relationship, because you have stopped doing that. Do you feel like I'm getting older? Nobody's gonna, or I don't have that same charm. You still you have one of the best charms, and still you have a lot better charm than before. It was a different charm, this is a different charm, this is a spiritual charm. God is appreciating your beauty also, is appreciating your charisma, the way you speak, your work, not your work too much. No, he is saying, I'm concerned about you in person. I'm concerned about you. And that's why he's saying that I'm concerned about your health, I'm concerned about your prosperity, I'm concerned about you as a person and your happiness. If you're too tired of your work, stop it. I don't want you to work too hard. I want you to be relaxed and then work. Be so relaxed and then do your work. It will be more effectful. But if you do it by force, it will be less effective. So, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna. This is a timeless message and it's a divine guidance. And lastly, I still meditate to the feet of the divine. May he bless every one of us, whoever is connecting with me and whoever is connected with this reading, for with lots of I can't, it cannot be counted, so it's a it's a uncountable noun. So may he blesses every one of us with his steadfast, selfless devotion. Like we always get devoted to his feet first. So I'm just praying to divine that we, whoever is connected, and we all receive that undivided focus and attention of divine. How can I pray? So let's pray to the divine that he blesses every one of us with his devotion, love, and undivided attention. We all have